to Releasing Your Pelvic Floor, our 30-minute yoga class. I'm so glad you're here. Today, we're going to focus on relaxing our hips, our pelvic floor, and the relationship of our nervous system, how we breathe. We're going to get into it. I'd love you to have 2 yoga blocks. I'd love you to have a blanket. And I brought my pelvis along too, because I think it's really important to understand the anatomy of our bodies. So this pelvis is a little bit smaller than most of us adult women. But what I want you to notice is this is the hip socket. Okay. So that's where our hip, our femur bone, our thigh bone goes into. And look how close it is to our pelvic floor muscles. Okay. So this is the acetabulum. When we move our femur bone in that socket, look how close it is to our pelvic floor and all of our organs and our glutes. So, with that visualization and really understanding that happy hips help us have a happy pelvic floor. Let's come and take a seat on the blanket. It'll be a folded blanket. I'd like it so that your hips are slightly above your knees, elevated, and you're going to cross your shins, right? So just rock from side to side, feeling both your sit bones, stacking your torso, so your rib cage, your shoulders, and your head over a level pelvis. And begin to notice your breath, ideally breathing in through the nose, out through the nose, or out through the mouth, allowing yourself to arrive within your body in this moment. This is an invitation to really be with yourself as you are right now. You're perfectly imperfect, and we get to keep growing. So, reaching your arms out to the side, palms up, I'd like you to inhale. We're going to exhale, draw that energy down the front of the body and allow yourself to settle even more. We're going to do 3 more like that. Inhaling, sweeping your arms wide. And exhale, drawing that energy in and down, calming the nervous system. Breathing in, extending, opening your chest, and exhaling, gesturing, and physically arriving in your body. One more time. Nice big breath in and exhale, coming down. Let's bring our left hand forward and our right arm back. You're tenting the fingers on that back arm. And I want you to think about moving up through your torso. And as you exhale, gently rotating and twisting. Keep weight in your left sit bone. Breathe in. Expand those ribs in your back body. And exhale. Gently pressing left hand into right knee. Opening your chest around to the right. Left sit bone still heavy, so we're not leaning. Breathe in and release. Going to the other side. So right hand to left knee, left fingers behind you, tented. Inhale, think about getting longer through your torso, and exhaling, twisting around to the left. Right sit bone is still heavy. Inhale, breathe into your back ribs, expanding, and exhaling, gently twisting, pressing right hand into left knee, encouraging your left shoulder to open. Inhale, getting longer, uplifting the chest and slowly releasing through center. We're going to rock forward, inhaling, and exhale, rounding back. Inhale, rock your pelvis forward, draw your elbows back, open your chest, and exhale. 3 more here. Matching your breath with your movement, breathing in and exhaling, rocking back. Inhaling, rocking the pelvis forward, opening your chest, gently squeezing those elbows, and rocking back. One more time. Inhale, rocking forward, opening your chest, your throat, and rocking back. Switching legs, you have the other shin in front. Inhale, rock forward. And exhale, rock back. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes if you can. Tune into your body. Breathe as you rock forward. Open the chest, arch the back, and exhale, round. Drop your chin towards your chest. Inhale, arching forward. And exhale, rocking back. One more nice big full inhale, rocking forward. And exhale, coming back. As we come forward, bring your blanket open so you have a comfortable position for your knees. I'm going to open my blanket. And we're going to come with our blocks onto hands and knees. Okay, we're going to make small circles in one direction, rocking back, forward. So thinking about your femur bones in the hip socket, your arm bones in the shoulders. Inhale when you come back and exhale forward. Inhaling as you rock back, pelvic floor widens, and exhale, come forward. Reverse the direction. Inhaling, circling off to the right, sitting back, and exhale forward. Inhale, circling back, reaching your sit bones wide, and exhale forward. Two more. Inhale, circling wide, rocking those hips and around. Last one. Breathing in and coming through the center. We're going to bring our blocks to their highest setting. Left leg will come forward out to the side. We're going to continue with that circling motion where you're coming forward and back and around. Notice my foot on the floor is also going with that movement. We're going to go in both directions. Go at the speed that feels good for you. See if you can match it with your breath. And we'll reverse the direction. So now we're going to come forward, rock it out and back. Moving that thigh bone, your femur in the hip socket. Relaxing neck. Now we're going to come forward, tick-tock that foot more towards center. Block down. We're going to take, so you're on your middle setting. We're going to lunge forward and bring our block up and around. Breathing here. Okay, opening the shoulder, dropping it down. Some of you will stay here. Some of you may tap and come back down. And we tap and come back down. And tap, breathing. One more. Block comes down. And we're going to come towards a child's pose, elbows on the block, walking your knees more towards one another, and they're tagging. So you can allow your head to go in between the elbows, breathing into your lower back, and sensing into the diamond of your pelvic floor. Every time we inhale, our diaphragm, that muscle of our rib cage, moves down, and so does our pelvic floor. There's that small, subtle motion. See if you can get a sense of your pelvic floor, just gently releasing down, getting wider as you inhale. Coming back up. We'll go to our other side. Blocks on their high setting. Right foot is off and toes are slightly out. We're going to stir in that circle. So we're rocking forward and back. Breathing. Moving and breathing. Allowing all those muscles in the hip and pelvis. It's like flossing. Smoothing things out. Remember, your foot can move other direction. So now we're rocking in and back and around, going wide, around and back. Two more. I've been inhaling and exhaling. One more big breath in. You're going to tick-tock right foot in, lower block, bring right arm around, and we're in our lunge. Okay, if you need to go higher, you go higher. Some of us are going to tap. Try to keep your pelvis pressing gently forward, and we're opening that shoulder. Right shoulder curling open. Feeling a little activation, that hamstring, and we're going to release. Come back to our child's pose. Blocks can stay middle setting or low setting. Elbows come towards the center, palms together, and I'd like you to walk your knees back. This time your bum is going to stay lifted. We're going towards puppy pose, and we're not arching and dumping the back. I want you to feel some activation of the elbows pressing into the blocks, palms together, and sit bones reaching back. So we're getting long. Can you do a little less with your neck? Arms are slightly active, pressing down into the blocks, gently reaching sit bones back, and we're breathing. Slow, expansive inhale, slow, complete exhale. One more big, expansive inhale. Feeling the ribs move, and a slow, complete exhale. Let me back up. We'll leave blocks off to the side. We're going to kneel. And in this position, we're going to drop hips off to the right. So they may not touch the floor, walking that left hand out and bringing right hand up and over. You may have the tendency to curl. I'd like you to try to open the chest. And we're going to bring our hand to the back of the head and breathe in, and then we're going to round. Inhale. So we're opening, stretching side body, rounding, and working on that upper thoracic, upper back mobility and rounding. Inhale and reach. Exhale. One more breathing in. Let's stay here, reaching the arm and coming back through center. Dropping hips off to the other side. They can be lifted, reaching, walking fingers out, opening armpits, breathing in, and exhale, round. Inhale, open chest and armpit. Try to relax the throat, and exhale, round. Inhale, reaching elbow wide. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, opening, and exhale, round. Coming back through center. Taking our foot out to the side, we're going to bring the right foot up onto a yoga block. So turn it in the direction of your foot, so it's a little elevated. For some of you, if you get here and it feels too high, too intense, foot to the floor. We're going to tilt the pelvis, so dropping down and up. It's a small movement. Can you visualize the diamond of your pelvic floor? We're tilting and leveling. Tilting. Breathe. And level. One more. Tilt. And level pelvis. We go wide and we come back in. You're welcome to bring a hand onto the heart, hand onto the belly. Just anchoring yourself in your experience. Breathing in and breathing out. Working all the directions of our mobility, how this affects where our femur is and how our pelvic floor feels. One more nice big breath in. Soft, complete exhale. Other side. The left foot will be out to the side. If your foot was on the floor on the other side, do the same. Heel lifted, whatever version we're doing, we're tilting. And notice the tilt is just coming from the pelvis, and it may be a very small tilt, just sensing your pelvis, your pelvic floor, your inner thighs. Can you keep your shoulders and your jaw relaxed as you do this? Then we come towards level pelvis and we widen into adductors. Hands can be on the heart and the belly to invite you to go deeper into sensing your body arriving. Slow, complete exhale. Full, expansive inhale. One more. And releasing. We're going to come on to our bellies with our blanket and do a pranayama practice. So taking your blanket, you're going to roll it lengthwise, and we're going to make a U shape. This is going to help us to breathe into our diaphragm. Okay, so the space that we're going towards is right about here with our roll, and then the U will come up towards the shoulders. So my ribs are laying on the roll and my shoulders are here. Now with the pressure of the roll right on those bottom of the ribs, I want you to focus on expanding, inhaling into that pressure and allowing your back body to expand. As you inhale, you feel the pressure increase in the front body. And so you allow the ribs to expand in the back. Slow, steady exhale. Keep going, breathing, expanding, slowly exhaling. We breathe 20,000 times a day. How we breathe really affects the function of our body. And our breathing, our diaphragm is very connected to how our pelvic floor functions. If we're gripping and breathing incorrectly, it puts more pressure down into our pelvic floor and into our backs. Might also cause some neck pain. So spending this time to notice and activate so your diaphragm is expanding as you inhale, allowing these back ribs to expand and get wider with the inhale. Then everything relaxes and gently draws down as you exhale. Stay here for a few more moments, allowing the rest of your body to relax down into the floor. I have my head lifted, my chin on my hands because I'm talking to you all, but I'd love it if you could have your forehead down. Breathing in, expanding, and slowly exhaling. One more round of breath, expanding and slowly exhaling. Lifting off, bending knees, pressing floor away, sliding blanket out of the way, coming onto your back. We'll draw knees into the chest and gently rock from side to side. Noticing your back against the floor, allowing the back of the neck to relax and the head to be heavy. We'll tee the arms out to the side, palms up, and right foot will come over left knee. We're going to wag from side to side. So you're going to drop the foot down, take it wide, and then using your left leg, bring it into a stretch. Foot comes down. We take it slowly, mindfully to the side. Reach with your right arm. Come back through center. Drop open to the other side. Reach through left arm. Up through center, finding a stretch. Breathe in. Breathe out. Foot to the floor. Rock side to the left. Right foot comes down. Come back through center. Rock other side. Right thigh comes down through center and bringing the leg in. This time we will thread our arms through and we will stay. The connection from our jaw to our pelvic floor is a really primal neural pathway that begins in fetal development. Maybe when you gave birth, hopefully you were instructed to try and relax your throat and your jaw to help your cervix to open. They're connected with those primal neural pathways. So as we do this relaxing work with our pelvic floor and our hips, I'm going to invite you to notice your jaw. Can there be some space between your teeth? Fluttering the lips. If you can't flutter your lips, you know that the mouth is tight and the lips are tight. Take one more nice big breath in and a big breath out. Coming out of that stretch, shake out the hands and the feet, letting things flop, feeling your back on the floor. And then we're going to go to the other side. So you'll have your palms up towards the ceiling and the left ankle over right knee. So right foot is on the floor. We're going to rock to the side. Left foot comes down, reaching with the left arm and the shoulder. And then coming back through center, rocking over to the left. Left thigh comes to the floor. Reach with the right shoulder. Coming back through center, using the right leg to guide you into that hip stretch on the left. Taking a breath in. And foot comes to the floor. Rock to the right. Sole of the foot to the floor. Reach with that left shoulder. And we go off to the left. Reaching with the right shoulder. Back through center. Using right leg, guiding into that stretch. Breathe in, down to your hips and your pelvic floor. Foot comes down. One more time, rocking to the right. Breathing in. Rocking left. So many options in our hips. It's wonderful. Come back through center. Use that leg. We're here in our stretch. Now we go towards our passive stretch and we're breathing. Noticing the back of the head heavy on the floor. Could you relax your throat? Maybe you need a sigh or a hum. Jaw soft. That space between your eyebrows soft. Allowing the hip to relax. Pelvic floor to relax. And slowly coming out, letting your feet flop, letting your hands flop gently. And we'll come towards happy baby. So grabbing the outer edges of your feet is an option. If your head is popping off of the floor, you could use your yoga block. You can grab ankles, calves, but I'd like you to draw down so your back is connected to the floor and we're breathing into pelvic floor, inner thighs. Can you feel that pressure increase in your back as you breathe in? So you're sending that breath towards your rib cage and the back. Retraining those postural habits that happen so rapidly during pregnancy and they linger, where this back body gets tight. That affects how we breathe. One more round of breath here. And slowly releasing down, stretching, arms overhead. And I want you to flex and point your feet 3 more times. Flex, reaching with your fingers overhead and just noticing how your front body feels. And we're going to roll over onto our bellies. Sphinx pose. Uncurl your toes. Let's get those pinky toes down. Elbows under your shoulders. And as if you could pull yourself through your arms. Breathing, letting that space between your hearts sink slightly. So there's an opening. Your arms are slightly active, pulling you forward. You're welcome to drop left ear slightly to the left, opening that right throat. And going off to the other side. Breathing, inhaling, and slowly exhale. Pressing yourself back to a child's pose, toes together, knees wide. Breathing into the lower back, allowing your forehead to rest on the floor. Can you sense your pelvic floor here as you breathe in? Sit bones widen gently. We're going to come up and finish with a pranayama practice, a breathing practice. You're welcome to sit cross-legged or kneeling. I'd like it to be where you're stacked. You have a level pelvis, it's comfortable, level, rib cage, shoulders, head over that experience, right? So we feel stable and comfortable. We're going to do Anulom Vilom, alternate nostril breathing. So the way that this works is you're going to curl in your middle and index finger. We're going to use our ring finger and our thumb. And I rest my elbow down, right? So my shoulders relax. I'm going to close off one nostril, exhale. So I'm closing off my left nostril. I'm going to exhale out through my right, inhale through right, close both nostrils, open left, exhale out through left. Inhale through left, closing both nostrils, exhaling out through right. Inhale through right, closing both. Exhale through left. Inhale through left. Keep going, closing off that nostril, exhaling the other side. Little trick if you're feeling congested, the side that's opening that you're exhaling out and inhaling through, if you're feeling a little congested, you can pull up just subtly on that side of the nose to lift up a little bit, and it can help that area feel a little more open for breathing. All right, so we're alternating. Let's spend a little bit more time. See if you can slightly tuck the chin to lengthen the back of the neck. Let that airway feel relaxed. The roof of the palate is relaxed. Our jaw is relaxed. Our pelvic floor is relaxed. You close off one nostril. Inhale through the open one. Close off both. Exhale through the other side. Inhale through that side. Close both. And exhale through the opposite. Alternate nostril breathing. Spend a little more time. Jaws relax. At any point, your heart feels racing or the breath feels challenging, you come back and you rest. Take one more round, breathing in through one nostril, closing off, exhaling, and relaxing hands down. Ending as we began, seated, noticing your body calmer, more connected. This is our true state of being. We get to be calm and spacious. I love the Pema Chodron saying of, we are the sky. We are that crystal blue sky, and everything else is just the weather. Let it keep going and trust that you are that clear blue sky. Keep up this work. Know you could always return to releasing and softening the pelvic floor before you begin to strengthen. So you have good function of those muscles. And that is when, if you're ready to build strength, you go from there. Thanks for joining.